What's up, Nakia? So first of all, I have to give like Lawrence Murray, much praise because he is the reason why I know you and I get the opportunity to work with you. Yeah. Obviously, we do Ho and Tell. When we were filming this, everybody kept trying to say Ho and Tell. They was messing me up, girl. I'm like, that's not the name. But obviously, I remember asking Lawrence, I was saying, Lawrence, I'm getting ready to do this network. I'm trying to create this network, KeyTV. I want to meet young creatives that are, coming up with ideas that are being innovative. And he immediately sent me the deck for Ho and Tell. And I was like, who created this? How is this so amazingly put together? Like, why don't I know this person? Why haven't I heard of this person yet? So I kind of want to ask you about your journey of becoming, just who you are.
Yeah, I've always been a lover of like films and books, so it's always been in me, but I never really knew the direction or the name for it until I did a play at school, in my high school. I co-wrote it with a friend of mine. Everybody loved it, they went crazy. My teacher was like, you should be a screenwriter. And I'm like, a screen who? Like, I don't know what that is. I'm not from LA, right? I'm from Atlanta. At the time, that wasn't like a huge thing pushed around, like these different film words and stuff. And so I looked it up and I'm like, okay, I can do this. This is my vibe. And I see like two Black women that I see first, Mara Brockakil and Shonda Rhimes, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be them. And so, yeah, I just took that and ran and laser focused all of my energy into becoming a screenwriter.
Just out of curiosity, what was that play about?
High School Musical had just came out, so we did High School Musical remakes because we Black.
Come on, first of all, KeyTV has a theater department. We need to bring that play back.
Because Ho and Tell the musical. We did the remix and like we did these songs and they were catchy and my friend was a producer. We put beats and the whole school came and they got extra credit if they came, so they really came. So yeah, it was a big thing.
So what would you say are the most important elements of writing?
If you focus in on character development and really honing in on the story of the person or the character, right? I think then that makes for a good story in itself. And anything else you're talking about is kind of secondary if you have a good character.
How would you define how you start to character develop?
You really have to know yourself and you have to allow yourself to be your full self because then you can write characters that you're not judging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, that was before I really did the self-work. I was writing very surface characters because I wasn't going deep within myself. It's a lot. Screenwriting is literally therapy. I'll be like sitting like, hold on, because what do I feel about this too? So I think that's number one. And then also like not trying to force your voice into every character. Like, who is this person? Like, what do they like? And what I do sometimes is like, I do have all my characters, I do their backstory, and then I say, I write a diary entry for them.
Wow.
Like, what was their day like today? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of day would they have had? And that helps me keep their voice honest when I'm writing the script.
Yes.
And yeah, it's very helpful. So yeah.
What is it, or why do you think it's important to write stories about Black women, young Black women specifically?
I mean, I know it sounds cliche because we need to see ourselves, but that's the truth. Like, we have grown up seeing everybody else do all these different things, and even if we have seen ourselves, it's been a very like boxed in version of ourselves, and there are so many different ways to be Black and to experience Blackness as a woman, as a girl, as a person. I think it's important to tap into all those different versions of Black women and all those different experiences so that we can see like, oh, somebody is like me. Like, I'm not crazy, I'm not weird, I'm not bougie, I'm not, you know what I mean? Because you have something that represents you and you don't feel alone.
Yes, it's so true, it's so authentically true. I also want to highlight the reality that you have created something called Damn Right Originals. I really want you to tell people what that is because you do a lot of different things, but you also give back into others like yourself that maybe didn't know they wanted to do this initially.
Yeah, so funny thing is, when I started Damn Right Originals, it was honestly a very selfish pursuit. I just wanted a space for my own films, and once I did my first film, and like I say, I graduated from being a dreamer to a doer. People were coming up to me like, oh my God, I want to be a part, I want to do this, I want to do, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, this can be way bigger than me. Like, I want this to be for everybody. And so I wanted to give opportunities to other writers because none of us knew what we were were doing. So I'm like, let's not know what we're doing together. Like, let's figure it out. And like, when you get opportunity, you come here. And when I get opportunity, I'm coming here. So we kind of built this community of writers. And honestly, yes, it's a screenwriting label for writers, but we also built a community of filmmakers, because when we write something, we have to make it. So, you know, we're building a community of ADs and sound operators and DPs and, you know,
smart.
Everybody. And so now everybody gets an opportunity whenever I get an opportunity, or whenever another writer on Damn Right gets an opportunity. So it's just one of those things where we didn't want to wait for somebody to give us the permission to do something. We were like, let's just do this together and figure it out.
Okay, what would you say the creative process has been for you working with KeyTV? What has that collaboration been like for you?
I mean, you said it right there, very collaborative. And I don't know if I would have gotten this kind of experience anywhere else, to be honest. Like, I was just so taken away by how supportive KeyTV was to like my vision, my journey, asking questions, being very involved and like wanting to listen to what I have to say, not just saying, okay, this is a cool project, thank you so much, we'll see you later. I've heard stories of that, so I didn't know what to expect. You know, I'm like, okay, let's see. But it was a very great experience, like honestly, like you've built something amazing, and so it makes me feel good to work with you all, and I want to do it over and over again if you'll have me.
You are very much a visionary, and we appreciate that, because that makes the process quicker for us. But we still also, even when somebody doesn't have a vision as clear as you, we still want to support making sure that we can pull it out. You know, so it's everybody is in a different place, but you specifically were like, just so like easy, because you knew exactly what it is you wanted, and we're just so happy to be in a position to support you and just go. Thank you so much, Nakia. We got to get out here, girl, and get to our dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing this incredible story from one of our KeyMakers. Stay tuned to KeyTV to hear more just like it, and don't forget to get into some of our shows too.